Hey, how's it going, all you lovely people at Shut Door or Doorshutter, coming back to you with a brand new episode of the Direwolf20 1.20 mod pack. Today is episode 9, and we are at the end structure. I actually just landed here, so I haven't explored anything right now, but we're gonna kind of get some exploration going here a little bit. Man, that is like super buggy, trying to access that backpack occasionally. Alright, let's toss this stuff in here. I have glass bottles, of course, to get Dragon's Breath, which is going to be very, very useful. Let's actually quickly set this up to be normal, which is just cobblestone. That way we can use it when we need it. If we need it, really. Immediately withered. Immediately. Oh, that is fantastic. Okay. Let's get some exploration going here. Some gems, Wixie shards, not terrible. What do we got? Excavate and shield bash, not the greatest. Smithing template, eye armor trim, books, paper, spawner agitator, Wilden horn, compass. Looks like there's a chest up here. Projectile, linger, sensitive, fangs, lightning, amplify ×2, extend ×3. That sounds like fun to mess with. Range 3, luck of the sea, sharpness 3, unbreaking 3. That's not bad at all. This gives break iron ore and has 30% chance to drop raw gold ore and 10% to all stats on helmets. The bottom two, range weapon and shields, are kind of just drawn back because they have like a negative effect with those. Alright, so after a while of searching for this thing, I finally found it by hearing the lava, actually. So that's fantastic. But, yeah, let's get... Oh, you guys ready for this? Trying not to use flight. This is going to be interesting. Grab the ender pearls. I'm going to put this away, actually. And, I'll see you on the other side. Alright, so immediately we're underground. Let's just get up here. Come on. Okay. Let's F7. Guess we just kind of go for it. Alright, I don't know if this bow has a different velocity or anything like that compared to the normal bow. So we'll give it a shot here. Okay, much higher. Much lower? Nope. Nope, that is a fail. Okay. Just keep trying to bow these down here, then. That was so close. Oop, 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 oop. Fantastic. Okay, my backpack's supposed to keep me fed, but I am not being fed. I don't really know what Dragon's Breath is going to be used for, by the way. I'm kind of just collecting it because it's something that it's kind of harder to get, in a sense, so we may use it in the future. Is that a good pearl? No, it's not. I'm sure I'm really tempted to use flight here just to knock these guys out, but I really don't want to. Okay, we really just need to get up on top of one of these. Let's angle it right about there. That's overshot. Okay, let's just do the old school. We don't take fall damage, honestly, I know that, but, you know. I think this might hurt us, so hold on. So let's stand back. Pop that. See if we can get a better angle on that one right there. Perfect. And then... this is the cool thing about building gadgets, ladies and gentlemen. This is one thing I would love to... I would always bring to the end if I were in anybody else's shoes. Bring the building gadget if you can. It makes things so much easier. Also, you can use this as a water bucket, as I've said previously. If you were to fall from a great height, for example, like this, you can just build under yourself. And, of course, it may suffocate you, but it's less fall damage than normal, right? So that's something to take into account. And I think we've knocked out every one but that one, apparently. Perfect. So he has no healing crystals left. Okay. Where's that book? No, not Takeoff. That one right here. That's what that spell does. There we go. Saved. I mean, I don't take fall damage, but still, I think it's just fun to do that. Oh, absolute chaos. I love that. Oh, ow. Why are you attacking me? Did I look at you? Apparently, I may have looked at them. I'm just gonna do this. Quickly throw my armor back on. Okay. Yeah, that was kind of just a all-around crap show. Let's make sure we put back our normal backpack on. I think that's all, besides my magnet that I made. I think this thing's turned on. Yeah, it is. Okay. Let's harvest this up here. Hopefully that was worth it. We actually have dragon scales as well, which I didn't even realize there was a whole host of armor for this. But Aether Slate's still probably going to be the best. Actually, hold on. What was that called? Forbidden... what in the world is this? It's interesting. These right here. This chest plate's actually probably better than Aether Slate. They're the Aether Steel Debris, because it actually has armor toughness on it. That might be interesting to look at. But alright, let's go get over to the End Islands here. It's kind of a terrible boss fight, but that's alright. End Mining. Do I want to look at trying to get one of these? I don't even know if it'll be that useful. Might as well check out the other ones, so let's check out these, I guess, as well here in a minute. But let's go over to the End Islands. Of course, we're gonna kind of fly around here. We're gonna look for... ooh, this just right here. Perfect. Yeah, see if we can get some chorus flowers from this as well. Because chorus fruit, of course, remember, turns off AI for the apotheosis spawner. One of the biggest reasons I wanted to come to the end. I really don't care about the Ender Dragon that much. I think the Ender Dragon egg... solar panels, V, whatever in the world that is. What is that? 6, 7, 8, 8. Those are pretty overpowered, I know that for a fact. Ignores conditions. Extractor recipe. I don't know what that does. No idea. But okay. Let's find a couple end cities, hit them up, and see what we can find. I mean, we really don't need an elytra. It might be a decent thing. Do we have Soulbound by any chance in here? We actually do have Soulbound, which requires an Ender Crystal. We may want to take a look at that and put that on our armor, just so that way we actually can fly after death and things like that, and it doesn't get taken away. That might not be a bad option at all. But yeah, let me fly around until we find an end city, and I'll be back with you. Alrighty, so I did find an end city here, and it actually has an end ship, which is fantastic. I'm not really worried about anything else right now. I want to grab this before I forget. Let's land here. Okay, this can be used for mega requesters. Ooh. Slice and splice, of course. This is just using the forge heads. More dragon scales. Talented. Is this just a heads recipe? Yes, it is. Mega disc manipulator. I see that we have cable tiers. I think that's refined storage actually, but I don't want to go with refined storage usually because it's kind of broken in the current versions. But that's okay. All right. Oh, what was that with occultism? Is it just using heads? No, it's actually using the dragon head. So that's going to be awesome. I definitely do want to look at occultism storage, I think, over ours. So we might do that before too long here. Okay, so we got the elytra. This can be used, of course, for the diamond ring, the HDP, reinforced elytra, jet boots. A chest plate with an elytra, so you can actually make a pretty decent set of chest plate there. Nothing too much though. Some forbidden stuff, forbidden arcana stuff. Stasis, we'll leave that alone. This there. Ooh, what in the world? Auto smelt experience boost, unbreaking 3 XP boost. That's pretty good shovel. Besides the auto smelt, I mean, I guess glass. It's our glass farming shovel right there. New pair of diamond gloves. We'll take them. Don't really need that. Orb of temporary flight. Starbuncle. Yeah, let's just toss stuff away here. Is there any use for these? A DJ rat. You stinking rat. That's all I'm thinking of for some reason. Okay. Let's go look at this structure. So I see that we don't really have any loot rooms, it looks like. I don't think so, at least. You usually need a 3-tier building to actually find a loot room. Well, we can just fly down here all the way. Just make sure. Not really worried about the shulkers that much. Because I know they've been nerfed into the ground with apotheosis stuff, so. Okay. What can we use their shells for? Green heart canisters, so we may want to look at grabbing them anyway. Eye of the Void. Whole bunch of different choker shell boxes. Okay. Looks like that's about it. Oh, the tier 4 dimensional storage stabilizer. Okay. Yeah. Let's see here. So I think that's been an end city. I'm gonna go find a couple more off camera. See if we can find any goodies. There's always one thing I'm looking for. Do we have temp pads in here? We do. So that's kind of what I'm looking for. So I'll be back if I can find one. Well, I didn't expect this. Whatever in the world this is. What is this thing? 3 little birds. Find an aviary. Oh, it spawns phantoms and crap, doesn't it? I remember this, I think. Hold on, there's like spawners on the outside of this, isn't there? At least I thought there used to be. Man, this is an absolutely massive structure as well, isn't it? There we go. Man, what did I just get hit by? Oh, my. Okay. Like, what was that? Okay, so I think I'm geared up to try and go back to there. I think the biggest thing I have to say with this is if your dungeon mod makes it to where the vanilla armor is basically worthless, it's not a good mod. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, I understand we're in hard, but we had full netherite armor, blast protection, fire protection, protection, and projectile protection. And we had like 5 hearts, I believe, because I went back and looked at the footage. The fact that the netherite armor basically does nothing for you is kind of just like, hey, maybe the dungeon mod should be reevaluated, because that's not difficult. That's just, hey, let's just make everything hit super, super hard, so whenever you have the best armor in the game, it does nothing, right? That's the biggest complaint I have. I don't think it's, really great whenever a boss can two-shot you, right? Like the Ender Dragon can two-shot you, down to like 4 hearts with netherite armor. Like, I understand that's kind of, it's a boss. It's supposed to do that. But whenever it's a phantom, it shouldn't do 5 hearts. Or actually, I think it's technically like 8 or 9 hearts in this sense. Because you have to think about how much armor you're actually avoiding. Like, that's being avoided there if you didn't have the netherite armor, right? So, if we did have, the Aether Steel armor, we'd definitely be way better off. But that's a modded armor, right? Dungeons Arise is just, here's this mod. It doesn't really give you any armors. It just adds all of these ridiculous structures that are, of course, absolutely ridiculous. That is what added this whole monstrosity. But that, you wouldn't be able to face it at all with the actual normal netherite set of armor. Unless you were having, like, milk buckets out of the wazoo, a power 5 bow with punch 3 and unbreaking 3 and maybe infinity, you might be able to conquer one of these. But if you're playing modded, it makes a whole lot more sense to have that mod, but it's still really, really strange to me that it's such a difficult thing. Right? Like, it just doesn't make much sense to me why they'd make it so much harder for absolutely no reason. Right? I guess I could have took the waystone up here. Okay. But yeah, like, I don't know. I don't know what you guys think about it. Leave it in the comments down below what you guys think about this, like, When Dungeons Arise mod. Because I think it's nifty. I love the structures. The structures look awesome. But, like, this structure, where is it at? This structure here is a difficult structure. This is apparently, like, a more difficult structure. That one we found in the end is even apparently a little bit more difficult, even though it's, like, not even a red text, so it doesn't imply that it's fully that difficult until you get a phantom that's like 13 times the normal size, and it one-shots you from 5 hearts down to 0. Like, we don't have protection against that, I don't think. So it's just upstream here. I don't know. I'm just getting a little salty. Because I just don't like getting destroyed when I have literally the best armor in the vanilla game equipped. I mean, yeah, we could have thorns, but thorns is not really the greatest for durability, right? I didn't grab any food whatsoever. Go redneck fishing real quick. I ain't got dynamite, though, so we're going to have to use a sword. But yeah, I don't know. Honestly, I hope the next pack Direwolf releases, he doesn't include that When Dungeons Arise mod. It's cool, but honestly, it does just... Ugh, it irks me. It really irks me. Okay, I don't really care about anything other than, like, having bare minimum. Chorus Fruit's fantastic, by the way, because you can constantly keep eating it, which gets your saturation up, by the way. Fantastic. It does teleport you, but just make sure you're not being stupid with it, and you should be fantastic. We're right next to the items, but I can't... I'm just trying not to get hit off this stupid cliff by phantoms that just keep constantly spawning. Okay. Armor. Toss, 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 toss. I really don't want to lose items, but I have to make sure to get this backpack on. Take these gloves off, throw them away. This backpack, just pull it out. I don't really feel like messing with it. Grab this. Okay. Go back down here. Grab the rest of my stuff. And, yeah, let's never come back to this piece of crap garbage ever again, unless we have way better armor. Dunge hell. Okay, and then we're gonna go back home. Oh, okay, I just need a minute. So, that took way longer than I was hoping. I really don't have a lot of time to record these episodes, hence why I'm using home and back and things like that. Of course, I am currently on vacation right now, visiting some family out of state, and so that's why I'm kind of being a little bit more lenient with what I do. Just so you guys know, I probably will use it more frequently just throughout. We're not on cheats, right? So it's not like it matters, of course. You know, I can't just go game mode C. And of course, we're not open to LAN, so using /home/back is available, so I'm going to use it as of current, okay? Alright, I'm not as heated as I was, but yeah, that... I just feel like if you're going to make a dungeon mod, like, keywords here, make a dungeon mod, make it vanilla friendly, okay? That's all you need to do. If netherite armor gets you two-shot by some random phantom that can spawn multiple times, mind you, it should not be a thing. Okay? That's all I'm thinking. Like, that's my personal opinion when it comes to developing dungeons. Like, I can understand having, like, a central room with, like, some beefed-up boss that spawns once, and only once, but having them spawn indefinitely, where they're, like, fully decked out in iron armor, blindness, slowness arrows, you know, like, that stuff doesn't make sense to me. But yeah, okay. Let me get my inventory cleaned up, and we'll be back with the regularly scheduled program. Okay, I don't have my inventory fully cleaned up here. I've got a little bit more work to do, but I quickly wanted to go put chorus fruit on our mob spawner. This has been deactivated because I have way too many items down below. But no AI, fantastic. So let's actually turn this on real quick, and we can show you kind of what I mean by no AI. And remember, this does affect performance a little bit, so we'll look at that. But yeah, you can see how many items I have in here. So I need to look at doing something with those pretty quickly here. But yeah, this is all that happens. They spawn, they die. That's all. They can't do anything. They don't even get attacked. Like, if I punch one of them, they don't do anything. So that's just pretty nifty. Putting that, of course, on each one of these is going to make things go significantly quicker, first off. Because if I wanted to pop in there, you know, I just don't have to turn it off anymore. But yeah, it's just going to be spawn full, spawn full, spawn full, you know, just continuously. So that's fantastic. Okay. But yeah, we're going to keep that off for right now because, of course, we have way too many things in there. Yeah, I just quickly wanted to do chorus fruit on camera just to show you guys that. Yeah, that is fantastic. Okay, let me get the rest of my inventory cleared up here, and we'll be right back. Also, real quick, I just noticed that this is a thing. Upgrades work with inventories of backpacks in backpack first instead of the ones there. So let's turn that on. That might have been the problem we were having. I'm not 100% sure, but that might be something we're going to kind of keep tabs on and make sure that that actually works properly. Because if it doesn't, that's oh well. But if it does, that's fantastic. Because I'm going to try and keep that feed me in there, but we'll see. Alright, so I cleaned up my inventory, and I actually came across these leggings. I know we picked them up. I saw them, but I didn't actually look at what the enchants or any afflictions or anything was on them. I just quickly went ahead and put enchants on this, so there were no enchants. But I put mending and protection, which is what the old pair had. This has 8.5 plus armor, 6 armor toughness, 3 empty sockets, so we can actually affix more to this. Then, of course, physical damage taken is reduced by 8. Magical damage taken is reduced by 5. Of course, 3 sockets, as we said earlier. And then this item ignores 36% of durability damage. So, that is a fantastic thing. Of course, we could look at putting more things on this. Like this one, for example, gives us 4 plus armor toughness, which would basically make this a pretty decent set of pants. But I kind of want to wait on that. Just for right now. But let's put these away, and let's quickly grab a diamond pickaxe. I'm actually going to put away my diamond pickaxe here, so I don't accidentally just use it. Some sticks, and we want 8 end stone here. Okay, that'll work. So, pickaxe, just like this. End stone. I really don't know what this is going to accomplish, but we're going to look at it anyway. So we're actually going to move this chest. Do I have an axe? I actually don't even have an axe. I barely had a shovel until we went to the end, so let's just kind of throw that right there for right now. End mining portal. We'll put that right here, but of course let's just minimize that. Let's hop in here. So what might this provide for us? I don't see a single ore. Mining, what do we got? End stone, benotite. What other? I know Extreme Reactors has an end ore. Yeah, angelicite. So this only spawns in the end. I genuinely don't know if there's anything that spawns in this dimension. Is there a way to see everything that spawns in the dimension? There we go. Show all recipes. Yeah, we're looking for this JMD end. I ain't seeing a single thing, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I don't see a single thing. Okay. We're not going to go through all the pages, but I don't think there's anything that spawns in here other than endstone, which I don't really know if that's going to be that useful. Smithing template, we could get that, whatever this really is. I don't know what it looks like. Sender Mark III modules, that's not a bad thing to look at. Reaper of Ender Heights, teleportation platforms, void charms, endstone lamps, decoration. Okay. So, I mean, I guess we could use it for some things. Just not a whole lot. That's okay. That was pretty nifty to look at. I just wanted to check it out, see if we have anything. I'm pretty sure we could get this ore here, this angelicite, actually added into that dimension if we really wanted to. But that's for a later date. But anyway, this has been a blast. We have taken out the Ender Dragon. We have died to one of the dungeons, the mini dungeons, the apiary dungeon from When Dungeons Arise. We will not be touching that dungeon in the future. But I also plan on kind of avoiding those dungeons just because they do provide some pretty good loot. But, man, unless we have like the absolute god tier armor, like Aether Seal plus Apotheosis, God Pearl, Legendary tier armor, we're not touching it. Because honestly, just getting hit once and basically just dying immediately, it really makes me mad. Because I feel like you should be able to go into those dungeons simpler with netherite armor, since it's kind of a vanilla-esque mod. Um, but that's just my opinion. We've talked about it. Well, let's end this here. Thank you guys so much for watching. This has been a blast. Stay awesome. Can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye-bye.